was actually kind of happy that I got something on the first run, but getting gameplay for Jackal was hard to say the least, because, well, I kept getting gameplays with, well, we have a silver there, but I was getting put up against, like, diamonds earlier today. Right now it looks like I'm actually getting set up with golds, which is actually, and yes, I know my rank is horrible, shut up. But what's funny is that my rank, as you guys can see, I get ranked up with, like, constant silvers and golds, which is kind of funny because I'm actually my skill tier says I'm somewhere in like platinum gold range, which is actually hilarious because if you guys don't know, you guys have never really seen me play ranked at my best, but I've gotten like 9-10 man streaks most of the time. Hello guys, Desmond520 here, back in with another video. Sorry about that little thing in the beginning. I thought it would just be kind of funny to show. And today we'll be reviewing Ela, probably one of the most broken operators in the game when she was first released, and the season after that. So before I say this, I'm not going to cover when she had impact nades, because if you guys don't already know, she had those removed as a gadget. So that won't be shown in this gameplay, or at all, because, well, they're gone. And other than that, I'm just going to talk about the operator in general. She is one of my favorite operators in the game, so I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, see y'all later. Ela's primary weapon, the Scorpion Evo 3A1, fires at a rate of fire of 1,080 rounds per minute and fires for 23 damage per hit. It has 40 rounds in the mag. It has a very random but very mild recoil. This is pretty much one of my favorite guns in the game, if you guys don't already know this. Basically, it's just a bullet hose, but the cool thing about it is that it has a pretty decent headshot chance. In this case, and as well as the whole sight misalignment issue that's going on right now, if you guys don't know about that, that is pretty much non-existent with this gun, so I really enjoy it. Other than that, never run anything other than a hollow or reflex on it. Please to God, if you run a red dot on it, I don't know what to do with you. The next weapon is the FQ12 shotgun. It fires for 35 damage on the stat chart. Just don't worry about that. It's not really true. It's semi-automatic, but its fire cap is extremely high. High enough to where most people won't hit it with their trigger finger to oversample it. As well as the fact that it has 11 rounds in the mag and holds 15 reserve. This shotgun is nothing short of inconsistent, considering the fact that it has a very slow recoil and a very high recoil and very slow reload, as well as the fact that, well, as you can see right here, it's kind of inaccurate, but I will say this, in the situations you can use it, it will be probably your best weapon for up against multiple enemies in close quarters. And just to top things off, if you're not running a grip on this, I don't know what's wrong with you, but seriously, this weapon really needs a grip, otherwise its recoil is just way too high. Her only secondary is the RG-15, which fires for 38 damage and has a clip of 15. Is the only pistol with a red dot sight in the game, and even though it has a low mag reserve capacity of 45, it is probably one of the best pistols in the game. Rate of fire isn't that slow, actually. It's kind of fast for a pistol, but like I said, it's not going to beat out something like the 5.7, but the red dot sight really does make it easy to pick off headshots like I did right there. Overall, this is probably a really good pistol, and I love it both on Ela and on Zafia. Of course. Ela's two gadgets are the deployable shield and the barbed wire gadget. So, for her barbed wire, which is the more, useful of the two, I like using her barbed wire a lot more, specifically because what the barbed wire does is it slows down enemies that pass through it, as well as it gives concealment to, like, frost traps and stuff like that. So, other than that, I will talk about this even though I promised I wouldn't. She used to have impact nades in place of her deployable shield, and if you guys don't know what those are, they're basically just nades that would make holes. when well, explosive holes in walls. When you hit them, and they'd hit for an okay amount of damage when they direct impact, but they got rid of them because, well, they were kind of broken on her. So in my case, I really liked the fact that she had impact nades, but even with her deployable shield now, it's not really useful on her because her operator isn't really meant to anchor as much. She's meant more of a roamer. So I would say if you're going to run her, I would most likely run barbed wire just to help your team a bit more than, you know, just placing some random shield, unless there's a specific strat for it.
Barricade the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
Okay, so for tips with Ela, Ela's main gadget with her Grismount mines, which are concussion grenades, mind you. Everybody should know these. Sorry I'm not talking about the gadget earlier, but there's some space restraints and I didn't really have any good gameplay of it. But her gadget basically just does an area of effect concussion, which if you guys don't know, basically just makes them slow down and impairs their hearing. But make sure to throw them, or like I'm doing here, make sure to throw them above windows or in areas where people won't be able to easily shoot them, because then the effect won't go off as easily. Next is to make sure that you always place down your barbed wire beforehand, and unlike me, normally keep one Grismount mine on you. Because if they do end up charging you, you can use it to stun them and then peek back out again for another kill. As well as the fact that, well, it's just useful to have one on you. When Ela's down, she can activate the Grismount mine that is on her body, allowing her to explode and concuss everyone around her when she's down. Use it only when you have like a teammate nearby, especially to, you know, to blind them so they can get the kill at least before you die. Or if you don't die, then they can res you a lot easier. Next is just to obviously, you know, just get used to her weapons. Honestly, this character doesn't have a lot of a learning curve, so there's not going to be very many tips here, but I'll just say this. Make sure you practice with her SMG, aka her Scorpion, before you start using it consistently. Same thing with the pistol, because even though, like, before making this, and before really working with her, I was really bad with her pistol. Like, I could not hit the broadside of a barn with it. Now, I've gotten triple and quad feeds with it, just hitting people in the head consistently. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to let the rest of this play out real quick, because I had some leftover gameplay, and I really need to make this video a tiny bit longer so I don't get, like, I don't know, apparently having a longer video is a better thing nowadays, so even if it's not for revenue wise, who cares? So I'm gonna see you guys all later. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy.